Andrew, have you ever had an idea for a product or a service?
Yeah, I think so.
James, have you ever had an idea for the perfect product or a new service?
Yes, I have.
Folks, if you're out there and you've ever wanted to take your product from an idea and turn it into an actual prototype, and then into a profitable product, and then into a scalable business, this is the show for you as we teach you the proven process for going from an idea to a profitable business.
Get ready to enter the Thrive Time Show.
We started from the bottom, now we here. We started from the bottom and we'll show you how to get here. Started from the bottom, now we here. We started from the bottom, now we here.
We started from the bottom, now we're on the top, teaching you the systems to get what we got. Colton Dixon's on the hooks, I break down the books. Z's bringing some wisdom and the good looks. As the father of five, that's why I'm a dive. So if you see my wife and kids, please tell them hi. It's the C&Z up on your radio, and now 3, 2, 1, here we go.
We started from the bottom, now we here. We started from the bottom and we'll show you how to
Yes, 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 and yes, Thrive Nation, we are in the air everywhere. Aaron Antis, how are you, sir?
I am doing fantastic.
This is going to be the best 10 minutes of Thrive Time show entrepreneurial training possible. We're going to fit in a lot of stuff in 10 minutes because this is a powerful idea.
It is.
We very rarely get the opportunity to do this kind of thing. It's how to go from the idea to the execution of the idea. So many people say, oh, I had that idea.
Yeah.
The idea you would combine the subway transportation system
Yep.
with a sandwich. I had that idea.
Oh.
The idea that a planet, you would take the idea for the planet and mix that with fitness, that was me. The fact that you would mix the idea of a dairy with a queen,
Oh.
I was thinking that.
That was a good one. Yeah.
The word chess, I had a lisp growing up. I couldn't even say the word. I tried to say the word chest, but I couldn't. I said chess. I thought of that.
That was your game.
You know, we all have that. James, you've seen this before. People go, oh, why didn't I think about that? Have you seen that?
Oh, all the time.
And we've all been out there trying to light a charcoal grill.
Yep.
We got lighter fluid, matches.
Yep.
We got a lighter that doesn't work. We're shaking it. We're trying to get it going.
Yes.
And then for like 35 minutes, you go outside in the cold trying to get the thing going, right? Or you could actually light a grill in 60 seconds or less using the product we're showcasing on today's show.
Yeah.
So this guy had the idea for a modern flamethrower, aka the safe, and the safe if you use it properly, grill gun. He had the idea, and we've had the honor to serve him. He's been a client with us for quite a while, and he went from the idea to the prototype, to attempting to sell it, to scaling it. Okay, so we're going to go through. It's the rhythm of entrepreneurship. You define, you act, you measure, and refine. So we're going to fly through this. So Bob, when did you first define the idea that you thought America would want to buy a flamethrower that could light a charcoal grill in under 60 seconds?
It took me a while, only because I had to come up with it myself. I mean, I was doing this with regular weed burners, weed torches in the
weed burners?
You know,
we talk about the weed burners.
That's right. No, just regular old torch that you could get. And I was doing this for, probably 15 years. And I decided, what is it going to take to actually make it something that other people would want to do? Because it just looks really goofy standing out there with a big hose and a big tank and holding your hands above your head and trying to make your charcoal light up. So that's when I said, well, something is going to make everybody want to do this. And I just had to figure out what it was.
So let's talk about this for a second, okay? So there's 4 steps, Aaron. There's 4 steps.
Yep.
You run Shaw Homes, Oklahoma's largest home building company. And again, folks, I want to get this out there. It is the largest home building company in this studio. Largest one in the studio. Aaron, everyone defines, they say, I want to build a dream house. I want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually they have to act.
Yes.
What's the version of acting in terms of buying a house for you? What's the first step?
Sure. Well, they have to get off their couch. They have to go in and look at floor plans and walk through homes.
Through homes?
Yeah, and they have to do an application, find out what they qualify for financially.
But a lot of times we talk about it. We flip through the calendars, we flip through the catalogs, we flip through the online images. We're going, oh, that would be so nice. Someday, some year, sometime I want this.
Yep.
But then you have to act. James, you defined, you said, I think I might want to live in Oklahoma.
Yep.
But then you had to do it.
Yes.
And you moved here.
Yes.
But first you tried it out. You didn't commit to moving. You came out here. How long were you here when you tried it out?
Couple weeks.
Couple weeks. Okay.
I don't know.
So, Bob, how long did it take you to make this prototype? How long did it take you to make the prototype?
About 3 months.
3 months. Okay, so it takes 3 months. So step one, if you're listening right now, write down your idea. Put it on the tablet. Write down your idea, okay? And nobody ever limit your dreams. Write it down. Define what you think is going to work. That's why some of our shows have 1 million downloads and some have like 7 downloads. Sometimes people say, man, Rumble, that one show didn't go over well, right? It had like 7 views. Then the other one has like 1 million views. But you have to define what you think is going to touch people's hearts or help them. But then you have to act. So, Bob, you made the prototype. Now, when you made the prototype, can you show us how it works real quick?
Sure.
Give us a little demo.
So here we
Watch
got
out for the things in my
grill gun torch.
room that are burnable.
Right.
Burnable.
Like Andrew.
I got a propane can
Okay. You
tied
got
on the bottom of the grill of the sous vide gun,
Yeah.
and I turn on a little bit of fuel flow,
Oh, boy.
and
Be
then I
careful.
pull the trigger.
We're inside. Okay, be careful.
Whoa,
Watch
look
out
at
for
that.
my lights.
Just a little bit of fire.
Just watch
coming
out.
out of
Okay,
there.
just give a little guess.
Now here we go.
Okay, whoa, Shunda.
Oh, wait, try
Okay,
not- try
so
not to burn
again,
down the
you,
place.
you defined what you thought would work, and then you acted upon it. Now, the next step is we have to measure, are people buying it? So
Yes.
we had to make a website, and then you sent out a free grill gun to many people. And let me tell you, folks, and I'm not trying to be negative at all. I'm just being real. A lot of people said no. I don't want a grill gun. I don't want to see it. I'm busy. I've got a lot going on. But other people loved it. Other people did. And Bob, I think we started off, you did demos at the conference. I think, Aaron, you were one of the first people to see
I was.
the prototype.
Yeah, it was cool.
And some people got their hands on that, and they said, there's no way I would want to buy that. That thing freaks me out.
Yeah, and by the way, the lawsuit from the person that I scorched is it's been taken care of now. So
I appreciate that. That folks, this just in. That did not happen. But this is the thing. He defined what he thought would work. He acted. He made the prototype. Then you had to go out and measure and gauge the results. And Bob, at the conference, we had hundreds of people there, and I think maybe dozens said they wanted to buy one. But how many actually bought a gun initially?
Oh, about every conference that I've gone to, I've only sold about 20.
Okay, but then we decided, well, let's mail these out to influencers, to social media people. Andrew, cut to the screen here. I'm going to pull this up on the full screen. This is Dude Perfect here.
This is our home.
This is a commercial. This is not Dude Perfect.
Howdy, neighbors.
Here we go.
Ty, you coming?
So this is Dude
I'm
Perfect.
just getting the camera got off.
This has 15 million views, folks. 15 million views this video has. The Grill Blazer was featured on Dude Perfect. Let me see if I can get to the part of the video.
Right at the very beginning.
Very beginning. Okay, here we go.
Which track? I'm just trying to.
It's got to be steady first.
Yeah, no, I know. I got it. It's Employee Appreciation Week. I got it. It's not focusing on codes.
There you go.
It's like time, speed, warp, travel. Whoa!
Let's head to the intro. Tall guy, beard, twins, purple hose up.
Not cool.
Here we go.
Welcome to Cool Not Cool. I feel good about my item, and I would be willing to kick us off. Are we comfortable? Full power?
There it is.
Let's tone it down because this is not the only thing I have to offer.
Oh, it's not gonna stand?
Yeah, let's not. Yeah, you hold it for me. Hold it for me.
This video's had 15 million views. And if you go to grillblazer.com, Andrew, cut to the full screen here, cut to the big screen. On grillblazer.com, I mean, there have been some incredible, many influencers who love your gun.
Scroll to the right.
And many of them don't. I want to make sure we get this idea. You have to define what you think is going to work, then you have to act, and you have to measure the results. But many people are voting with their dollars for the grill gun every day. Many people are going to grillblazer.com, and they're voting with their dollars, and they say, I love it. But many people are not. That's where you have to refine. And so each week you've made updates to the website, updates to what the FAQ videos. And now, somewhere along the way, it's a real business, Bob.
It's a business. It's one that you got to work all the time.
Is it exciting, though, to see the dream come from the idea phase into the reality phase?
Absolutely.
How much rejection have you had throughout this process?
You got to learn to live with it. A lot.
I mean, a lot.
Not so much that it's going to make me cry or something like that, but you just have to figure out that there are going to be people that are going to tell you that it's too expensive, whatever problem that they have with it. It's dangerous. I can't trust myself with it. My kid might get a hold of it and burn himself or something like that. And then there's the ones that you can read all the Google reviews that you want. There's a ton of them out there. And they just say, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in some fashion.
So you have to be able to take the idea and go from an idea to an actual product, from a product idea to an actual profitable company. So we're going to go around the horn, and then we're going to wrap up today's show, but I'm just trying to teach 4 core ideas. Define, act, measure, refine. So let's go back to the home building. Aaron, you meet somebody, they say, I want to buy this kind of home.
Yeah.
They act, they do a tour.
Yep.
Once they go on a tour and they start to see homes, do they ever change their mind?
Oh, yeah. Occasionally. There's people who come in and they think they want to buy a home and they change their mind. And, or they go buy something else or go buy a used home or whatever. Yeah, that happens.
Often?
Yeah, we get rejected all the time.
This is why I do so well at entrepreneurship and so bad at board games. I went to John Barnett's house and he wanted to play a board game with me. And John Barnett, if you're watching, you know I'm not mad at you. I know you're probably still mad at me, but here's the deal. I always try to lose the game right away. I always ask, well, what are the ways you can lose? How do you win? Because you got to find out all the ways to lose before you can really win a lot. That's how my thing is. So in business, I'll just try to sell it. I'll try to do an online ad, a Facebook ad, a Google ad. I'll try all of the above until I find what works. But Aaron, you almost have to give people permission to not know what they want when they're building their house. I think some people feel like, oh, I'm sorry I wasted your time.
Oh, yeah.
We've changed our idea. We've changed our mind.
True.
How often does that happen?
Oh, yeah. We will tell people, it's okay if you decide we're not right for you. But sometimes coming on our model home tour, we help you figure out what is right for you, and that's totally fine with us. We don't have a problem with that.
So you define with them what they think they want.
Yeah.
You take them on a model home tour. They act. You measure, is it a good fit? Does it fit within the budget? And then you keep refining until they get it right.
Exactly.
Now, James, on legal
Yes.
documents, is that not what you do too? You define what the customer wants.
We define what the move is.
Yep.
We act by drafting or making the move.
Yep.
We refine by reviewing it, and then measure. We take a look, see how it is, see how it goes up against everything else, and then we refine it if we need to. Otherwise, we finalize.
But by default, our country does this. By default, people do this. By default, most people do this. They say, define.
Define.
I'm gonna. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that, and then they don't act.
Yeah, most people.
And if they do act, they don't measure. And if they do measure, they don't refine. But Bob, you keep doing that. You're doing it. You're defining,
All the time.
acting,
Yes.
measure, refine. Everybody now, define, act, measure, refine.
refine.
That's how entrepreneurship works. So we're gonna go around the horn here. Final thoughts, and you each get to do a little demo with the grill gun. Let's try not to sear anything in my room. Okay. So Bob, if you're talking to the young inventor out there who wants to someday be like you, where they're selling thousands and thousands of their products online, what advice would you have for them about those 4 steps? Define, act, measure, refine.
Define is the hardest part, but the most important part. Got to find a mentor. Got to find somebody who's done it, knows how to do it, and can give you some guidance.
Beautiful. Okay, Aaron, you want to step on over here, get a little hands-on experience with
let's do it.
with the grill blazer. This product, by the way, is selling. Millions of people all over the country are discovering it. Thousands are buying it, and it's freaking me out. I know I would set myself on fire with this. So be safe. Don't burn down anything in the studio here. Here we go. We're getting. Look at that. I mean, that is. I know somebody out there watching saying that is a terrifying thing. Somebody else is geeing right now. It's like a scene from Rambo in your backyard every time you start the grill. Now, James, have you ever done hands-on with this? I have not. Oh, yeah. Be careful. Almost seared Aaron. Okay, here we go. Now, again, folks, and Aaron, I want you to comment on this because this is so important. If Bob had defined what he thought would work, but hadn't acted, where would he be?
I mean, he would be sitting in a workshop somewhere tinkering around and not making any money. That's for sure.
Now, if he had acted but didn't measure the results, where would he be?
He probably would have an imperfect product that wasn't exactly what his consumer wanted. He would end up with something that would be definitely not be as successful in the long run because the customer, by what they purchase and by what they don't purchase, they kind of guide you to what is ultimately the end product. Like we call it a minimally viable product, an MVP.
Yep.
You know, we will start with something that we feel like is close to what our customers like, but then we tweak our floor plans. We have there's a floor plan called the Monroe that we've had for 13 years Today, that plan is very different than it was 13 years ago because we keep measuring. We keep having customers give us feedback. And so, they're helping us to redefine what they want in a plan. And it'd be the same thing with Bob with his grill gun. If he didn't measure what people say they like and don't like, then he couldn't continue to refine that and turn it into an even better product.
Bragging on Bob real quick. Bob has been super coachable in terms of getting feedback from consumers. If consumers ask, well, how does this gun work? Or I can't figure it out. Bob's made FAQ videos. If they didn't like the packaging, he's refined it. If they didn't buy it at a certain price point, he came up with different options. And then, Bob, you made the little grill gun, the baby grill gun. What do you call that thing?
That's the sous vide gun. That's the one that I actually brought here today.
The sous vide gun. Oh, you didn't bring the big kahuna? You weren't even using the big kahuna?
Here's the big kahuna.
Oh, wow. Now, Bob, what does one of those things cost?
They're the same price. They're both $150.
Now, folks, if you go to grillblazer.com and you try to put in the promo code CLAY, you can't because we don't have a promo code CLAY. And so if you buy one there, maybe just email me and say, hey, I bought one. That way we know you bought one. But in all sincerity, I'm just having Bob on today's show because he's a great guy. I could not be more proud and or excited of a client. We've had the honor to serve Bob now for about a couple years now, Bob.
A little over 2.
You went to China and back. I mean, he had just an idea and a prototype, and now it's a real thing, and that's what this show is all about. I mean, this is an exciting time. So, again, define, act, measure, refine. Go to grillblazer.com. Bob, I'll give you the final word. Why should everybody buy a Grill Blazer?
Because you got to have one.
And, folks, let me tell you something. If you can't toot your own horn, guess what? Nobody else will. You got to get behind that product. You do. You got to be excited. Shaw Homes is a great company.
True.
You don't apologize for selling Shaw Homes, right?
No, we're an awesome company. I feel bad when people buy from somebody else because they didn't get quite the product they could have.
Folks, I'm telling you, just define, act, measure, refine. If you want to get started as an entrepreneur today for the low price of free, you go to thrivetimeshow.com/free-resources. That's thrivetimeshow.com/free-resources. Andrew, if you click on the big screen real quick here, you can pull this up. You can download all my books I've ever written for free. You can do that there at thrivetimeshow.com/free-resources. I recommend you start with the book called Start Here. Also, if you want to buy the grill gun, just go to grillblazer.com. And, folks, remember, the grill gun is just for grilling meat. It is not for going after the bad guys. It's not for playing G.I. Joe. It's a very safe product for grilling only. Andrew, remember, you can't use the Grill Blazer grill gun for G.I. Joe, for dressing up like Rambo.
Really?
It's not a fun game. This is for grilling perfection.
Grilling's fun.
It's good. Do you own a grill gun?
I need to own a grill gun.
Check this out. As much money as you could make, I would just auto ship 1,000 a year.
1,000 a year?
1,000. How much are the grill guns right now? How much are they? Do you remember?
I think they're $150.
$150. Andrew, as a big baller like you, we're just going to set you up on the auto ship, okay? We're just going to do that.
1,000 a year. Do I eat the grill gun? Or?
No.
Okay.
Andrew, don't take the room down like that.
All right.
Okay. People are getting excited about buying themselves a Grill Blazer, and you took the energy right out of the room by doing math.
I took it.
Folks, maybe you don't want to buy 1,000 auto shipped every month, but you do want to buy one. It's a great gift for dad. It's a great gift for a husky mom.
Yeah.
A mom who's an outdoors mom, kind of a Amazonian mom. You know what I mean? An attractive, petite, but strong mom.
Yes.
An AR-15 kind of mom.
Totem mom. Yeah, that's right.
Like a South Dakota kind of mom.
That's right.
Like the governor of South Dakota. If the governor of South Dakota is your mom, I encourage you to buy the Grill Blazer, get the grill gun, send it to her. But now let's end the show with a boom. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, boom.